Hello everybody. It's been a while since I made a video, and I've been busy working and doing a lot of studies, and I wanted to talk about what is the United States. We all, if you are born in this country, you all have gone to public school education. You have heard that the United States is a government based in the District of Columbia between Maryland and Virginia. We have heard that the United States is a government by our so-called elected officials. We have heard that the United States is a government by our elected representatives. And we have heard that from the prostitute whore media. We also have heard that from the opposition. I think the opposition might be a little bit ignorant, or they might know what the United States is all about. And all you got to do is just check if it is a government or if it isn't a government. It doesn't behave like a government. It constantly violates the law. It declares wars undeclared by the people. So we need to understand why does it work in such a capacity that it does whatever it wants. And well, nothing could be further from the truth. It's not a government, okay? And you can look this up. It's on record, and I am going to read you truly by statutes, codes, amendments, and acts what the United States is. The United States of America is a foreign municipal corporation, and you can check this out on the United States Codes Title 28 Definitions 3002 and scroll down to the bottom of the page. You can check this out. Law Cornell, that education, I think, and you can see on numbers in parentheses 15, and then because it will say the United States means, and then the definitions in A, B, and C, and the very first definition it says is corporation. It is stated unequivocally, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that the United States is a corporation. This all occurred without the people's consent by the 41st de facto Congress in 1968. The District of Columbia, the Queen owns the land there, 10 square mile radius, is a foreign corporation acting as the United States of America and only exists on a piece of paper. It operates under Uniform Commercial Code, banking law, or the law of the water or sea, or as referred to Admiralty Maritime Statutory Law. The 41st Congress called it the Organic Act because they wanted to make you believe that it was fresh, that it was perfectly lawful. It was not a hostile term of whatnot. The real Constitution reads as follows: the Constitution for the United States of America. The de facto corporate Constitution reads the Constitution of the United States of America. There were two things that changed. It was the word "for" to "of," and the United States was changed from just simple capital words on the U and the S for the United and States to all capitals United States of America. So and there are cases which prove this. You know, I'm not making this stuff up. The United States has always been a legal fiction, a corporation. You can see this in the case of Republica versus Sween, and I will put the link down below in which the they'll show you the proof that it shows that the United States is nothing but a corporation. It's a de facto government and not a de jure government. And maybe I can do another video explaining de facto versus de jure. Now here comes the slippery slope of legalese. The Constitution, de facto, that reads off, was never intended for the U.S. citizen. And proof of this statement can be found at Padelford, Fay and Co. versus the mayor and alderman of the city of Savannah, 14 Georgia 438, 520. The judge's decision stated, "But indeed, no private person has a right to complain by suit in court on the ground of a breach of the Constitution. The Constitution, it is true, is a compact, but he, the private person, is not a party to it. The Constitution was converted into a trust which is possessed by the King of England, now the Queen of England, and the Holy Roman Church. Everything you think that you own actually belongs to the ones who possess the trust. The trustees are all federal and state public officials, which means they are agents of a foreign power." For example, the NSA and the TSA are three-letter agencies. They're all foreign, but they're also corporations that work underneath the old capitals, the United States of America. We're going to go through some dates and what occur. That way you get an idea. And I will post links underneath below so that you can educate yourselves to know the truth that we are actually foreign. Me and you, we're foreigners to the United States. We are, for all intents and purposes, if we all knew the truth, it means that we're all either sovereigns or we're not sovereigns. But we're going to go to the dates, and I'm going to touch upon what occurred on that date. On 1788, January the 1st, the United States was officially bankrupt. In 1790, August 4, Article 1 of the U.S. Statutes at Large, pages 138 and 178, abolished the states of the Republic and created federal districts in the same year. The former states of the Republic reorganized as corporations, and their legislatures wrote new state constitutions absent defined boundaries, which they presented to the people of each state for a vote. The new state constitution fraudulently made the people citizens of the new corporate states. A citizen is also defined as a corporate fiction. This happened in 1790. See, if you look at it, thinking that our founding fathers, which most of them were Freemasons, and some of them were actually agents of the crown, so they were working behind the scenes to slowly bring about what is happening right now. So, you know, I tend to believe that some of them betrayed us, not all of them. In 1845, Congress passed legislation that will ultimately allow common law to be usurped by admiralty law. The yellow fringe placed at the bottom of court flags shows this is still true. Before 1845, Americans were considered sovereign individuals who governed themselves under common law. In 1860, Congress was adjourned sine die. Lincoln could not legally reconvene Congress. Why? We all know, or being brainwashed, that it was the start of the Civil War. Well, it wasn't the Civil War. It was called the war from Northern aggression towards the South, because the South left. I guess they, and I don't know all the details. I'm still studying on that. They got fed up because they were getting screwed by the North, so they decided to leave. In 1861, President Lincoln declared a national emergency and martial law which gave the president unprecedented powers and removed it from the other branches. This has never been reversed. In 1863, the Labor Code was established, taking away your property and your rights. So like I said, you know, it was a slow, steady process to bring us to what we are now, a nation of sheeps, a nation of uneducated, ignorant masses that continue to believe that we have a government in which we don't. This was done way before our great-great-grandparents were born. From 1864 to 67, several Reconstruction Acts were passed, forcing the states to ratify the 14th Amendment, which made everyone slaves. In 1865, the capital, and this is something you don't hear every time, okay? I'm talking about the capital of Washington, D.C. was moved to a separate country, not a part of the United States of America. So Washington, D.C., so that's why we're foreigners to this land. That's why if you say U.S. citizen, then you are slave. So you say I'm an American, that's a different story. You are a foreigner in the United States, of the United States of America. In 1865, the capital was moved. I'm sorry, I just read that. Excuse me. In 1871, the United States became a corporation with a new constitution and a new corporate government. And the original constitutional government was vacated to become dormant. But it was never terminated. The new constitution had to be ratified by the people according to the original constitution, but it never was. The whole process, cowards always do this, occurred behind closed doors. The people are the source of financing for this new government. And I'm not going to continue so far. I wanted to give you aspects of history and what the United States is. That it is not a government. It is a corporation. It is a de facto government, not a de facto, not a DeJure government. We are ruled by public policy, not by law. And we'll talk about that some other time, but I think, you know, for my subscribers or anybody that picks this video, they should know the truth on all of this, because this is extremely disappointing of what is happening. But this is, if you look at those of us that are familiarized with the scriptures, in Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And so because of this lack of knowledge, now that I bring it forward, you're not destroying yourselves, but you're learning something. And I hope that the information that I provide brings a bit of peace of mind as to why this corporation is doing the things that they're doing, so you understand, based on legislation and the Facto, they can do and sign some of this legislation, but that's not law. It's public policy. God bless you all.